We're live.
Now you might be thinking, this is just another episode of Strictly Casual. Well, listen up, skank. This is Checkpoint, the new, hotter, sexier weekly gaming news podcast run by your very own James Walmer and Vincent DeSantis, dedicated to bringing you, the viewer, the hottest and latest gaming news. Now, Vin, let's get straight into it. How you doing? How's your week?
That was beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful. My week was better now. It's better now.
Wow.
Are you kidding me? James, this week we have a lot of exciting stuff going on. I'm just going to run up with some housekeeping going on.
Yeah,
okay?
Come on.
Here's what we got. Strictly Casual. You may know this podcast you're watching right now. We kind of called it the Strictly Casual podcast, right? I guess that was what we called it.
I mean, we did call it the Strictly Casual podcast explicitly.
So where we're at now is Strictly Casual is the umbrella, baby. It is the home company. It is the spot to be. It's the place to be. Now, under Strictly Casual, we have two brand new shows, and one of them got a rename. So this beautiful podcast you're watching right now is called Checkpoint, okay? And Checkpoint is the same show that you have been watching, have been loving, all that kind of stuff. We're just re-upping, you know what I mean? This is right. Season 2. This is season 2.
Upgrades, baby. This upgrades.
Big upgrades, all right? So here's the deal. Along with Checkpoint, we're getting 2 new shows. We're getting a talk show that is going to premiere tomorrow night. Tomorrow night,
baby.
I don't have a time for you yet, but we'll get that time, and it is going to be called Keeping the Flow.
Yes,
okay,
sir.
Keeping the Flow we'll have me, James, and Mr. Hollywood / Ryder Maldonado, and that'll be hosted on Ryder's channel tomorrow night, as well as a new show that premieres tomorrow morning called James. I'm blanking. You're gonna have to tell me right now. I'm blanking.
Tomorrow morning. Which show?
Pulling the Focus. There it is.
Oh.
Pulling the Focus. Okay, and that's going to be hosted by Ryder, Mr. Hollywood, and Luigi. All right. So that's what we got going on. We're super excited. We're super stoked. But guys, let's get into the news this week. James, what have you been playing?
Vin, I jumped back into my first love. She welcomed me with open arms.
What did you play?
Bloodborne, of course.
Wow.
Who else could it be but Bloodborne?
Of course. How's that?
It gets better every time.
Okay.
It really does.
How many times have you played through Bloodborne?
This is actually so I always had like 5-6 different characters.
Okay.
But I had only beat it once.
Okay.
And so I'm in New Game Plus right now. And I have a skill build. And I'm working on trying to get my arcane up because that's the thing to do in New Game Plus.
Sure.
But dude, Vicar Amelia is probably the bane of my existence.
Right over my head. Is that
the
boss?
Dog?
Is that a boss?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's like a big dog.
Should I jump back into Bloodborne on PS5? Maybe.
Absolutely.
Maybe I will.
Absolutely. 100%. You should just go into it now.
James, I can't beat the cleric beast. We've already had this conversation on the podcast
every
other week.
No. This is what happened with my buddy Matt.
We talked about your buddy Matt. Okay.
He got to the cleric beast and he spent like 2 days. And then that's the threshold, Vin. Once you get past the cleric beast, you get it.
Got it. Okay. All right. Fair enough. I'm gonna give it another shot. All right.
Hell yeah, you are.
I'm gonna give it another shot because I want to love it. Okay. This week, I've only been playing I played 2 rounds of Valorant on stream. It was a short ass stream, but it was a good stream.
Wow.
The new season.
Is that even a full game?
Yeah. 2 games. I played 2 games, not 2 rounds. And then I played a little bit of Genshin Impact. Other than that, I've had absolutely 0 time to play games because we're working on Strictly Casual, baby. That's this week. This week is just doubling down on Strictly Casual. So yeah, other than that, literally I've played nothing. And yesterday, James, we text each other maybe 2 days. No, yesterday we're like, it's a slow ass news week. It's it really sucks that this is gonna be a slow news week on the first launch day. But nope, PlayStation gave us a beautiful surprise this morning, and they gave us a little sprinkle of love last night. Okay. James, what did we get this morning?
We got the very own PS5 much anticipated UI demo. This is a part of their October state of play. I forgot who was the man who was voicing it over, but we got a full demo. It was probably it was 11 minutes long.
Yep.
11-minute long demo going through the PS5 UI. We finally seen it. It's better. It's better. It's better. I said better twice, but that's okay. Better. Better. Butter. Yeah, sure. Vin, what did we get?
James, here's
Tell
what we
me
got.
about it.
So, but honestly, I was so excited to wake up to this. First of all, okay, like I've wanted to know what this looks like for so long, and I'm gonna give you the basic, just kind of what I saw.
Okay.
The PS5 UI.
Tell it to me like I'm a blind man.
Oh my, there's no way. You would have no idea what the PS4 UI looks like. But James, the PS4
But I don't
UI,
because I'm blind.
there's no way to explain this to you if you're blind, James. There's no way. Anyway.
Sorry, you're gonna have to.
Anyways, it's like the PS4 UI on crack.
Dead ass.
On crack. Okay? There's way more like it's called a control panel. That's the biggest thing about the PS5. The control panel is something you can access in-game in the home page for quick resume, for screenshots, video, joining a party, everything that a PlayStation 4 you would have to leave a game for. And that is like the number one biggest thing about the new PS5 UI. So I wrote down a bunch of stuff I'm like really excited about that's like a little more detailed. You did too. Did you want to go back and forth on those, or what do you want to do?
I was planning on just kind of piggybacking off of a lot of the stuff that you already put.
Okay, sweet.
Like we'll just go topically.
Sounds good. All right, the first thing I wrote is that there's a personalized playtime estimate for achievements, trophies, rewards in certain games. So you can go to the control panel, and let's say you want to finish this mission, but you got to go to the grocery store, or you know what I mean? They give you an estimate based on how you've been playing the game, how long it's going to take you to finish it. So you can gauge it right there.
Well, I don't know if it's as dynamic as how long you've been playing the game. I think it's just the developers put that information in as a rough estimate.
Well, no, they said it was personalized.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they're only supporting it for certain games. So I'm assuming that's going to be like Sony first-party games and maybe some of the big AAA titles, but I wouldn't assume that's like for an indie game and stuff like that, you know?
I'm going to use the hell out of that for RPGs, especially like Cyberpunk.
Oh, hell yeah. And trophy hunting?
Because trophy hunting, everything. Because I think it's just huge for the more adult gamer.
Sure.
The casuals, right? The people who can't spend hours a day gaming.
Yeah, I agree. But I think it's a cool ass feature that they have here.
Absolutely.
Next up, I wrote picture-in-picture cards from the control center. Looks clean, no more forcing you to go to the home screen to do things. So, James, if you are inviting me to a party and I'm playing a game, you can invite me. I'll get a little pop-up in my game, and I'm able to go right over to it and either join your party or join your voice chat or whatever the hell it is, without clicking the PlayStation button and then waiting like freaking 8 minutes for the party thing to load. Like, are you joking my ass? That's the biggest waste of time of all time.
It's ridiculous.
So this is beautiful. This is a beautiful feature. One that I wasn't really thinking about, but now that I saw it, I was like, there's no way we can go back after that. There's absolutely no way.
Yeah, and I think what really shines here is a lot of the other picture-in-picture stuff that's going on. Like one thing in particular that they showed was share screens. So even though that was something that like I kind of did back in the day when I'd do like a single player game and one of my buddies didn't have it yet, or I wanted a game and my buddy had it, I would just he would share his screen and I'd watch him play for a few minutes, whatever. But now I'm seeing the capabilities where you can say, Vin, if you and I were streaming like a co-op game together, say we're both playing Gears of War. I don't know, I'm using that example, but say we're both playing Gears of War, same game, whatever. I can put in the share screen of your game on my screen and you on me on yours.
I didn't think about
so
it
then
that
when
way.
we're streaming together, my audience can see what you're doing and your audience can see what I'm doing.
I did not even think about that. That's great. Imagine a Destiny raid or something like that.
Absolutely.
Like you can see my screen, but you can also see James's screen in the corner. Just like.
Do you think they're gonna limit that to one screen? Do you think I could have like 4 friends share screens?
That's a lot of processing power.
You know what I mean? A lot of processing power. Yeah.
We'll see. But that you bring up a great point. I didn't even think about it that way.
I just thought about it.
Yeah, that'd be damn cool. Cause like on Twitch, you have to be partnered to squad stream, right? So if you're streaming, it's just a good idea. It's just a good ass idea. Yeah. Okay. Next up, join voice chat or send message in game. We already kind of went over that. This is interesting. 4K photo and video capture native to PS5. So they don't have a share button anymore on the PlayStation 5
It's
controller.
a create button.
Create button, right. And that's going to allow you to, just like what the share button does now, you can take a picture right there, send it off to whatever social media or whatever that's going to look like. but natively that thing can capture the 4K screen or a 4K
Mhm.
segment of video. Like, that's nuts. Without a capture card,
Yep.
without anything, you're getting the full resolution right there.
And they haven't talked about their stream video
Which
quality, right?
I'm very excited to learn about. Very excited.
So am I. I think what's really exciting with this UI trailer is the activity cards
Mhm.
on the UI, and those are the same things that give out estimated playtime.
Yeah.
And they give out objectives, quest objectives, but this is also relative to what game you're playing. So I'm interested to see how different developers use this. And what I'm thinking is, how is this going to work in a game like Call of Duty in a multiplayer match? Is it? Or what I'm thinking is maybe they do something like custom loadouts, and instead of your custom loadouts having to go through, press options and go in in-game menu, maybe that's through the title cards.
Sure. So you mean like you're talking about
or
like,
the activity cards.
Like if I'm playing a different game, you can go right into the loadout of Call of Duty or like through the control center?
No. Like if you're playing Call of Duty, you
Yeah.
just press the PlayStation button instead of going to the options.
Right. Yeah. Totally. That would make sense. I mean, that's what the tools that they've presented today, for sure.
Right.
So I mean, that's a definite possibility. What else are right here? Home screen looks similar to PS4, but on crack. It looks very clean, and I love the black and white aesthetic.
Vin, I'm gonna say something real quick.
Yes.
Whenever I read your comments like these,
Yeah.
it's so hard for me to put them in your voice because it sounds like a Valley white girl.
Like do I sound like a Valley white girl?
No. But just your
Just
notes.
occasionally.
Let me read you guys the notes on Vinny's on Vinny's.
Please
thing.
do. Yes.
It says the home screen is similar to the PS4, but on crack. Looks so clean. OMG. PlayStation
OMG.
Store is integrated into the system. No more waiting 10 days for the PlayStation Store app to boot up.
James, oh my God. Do I sound like that? Do I sound like this?
Never. You never do. But it's just the way you write your
It's the way I
notes
write.
that I just think is so funny.
But you brought up my favorite point of this whole damn thing. The PlayStation Store is integrated in the
so
actual
nice.
console.
It's very nice.
You don't have to actually click it and wait 10 minutes. The PS4 is so slow, dude. The PS4 is so slow.
So slow.
It is.
I was watching the Kind of Funny react to this, and Andy Cortez was talking about how he's just imagining that all the stuff they're showing off is going to be super slow in 8 years.
Yeah, he's probably right.
Yeah.
He's probably
No,
super
he is.
right.
Sorry, Vin, I cut you off. What were you talking
No, you're
about
good.
the PlayStation Store?
Yeah, just PlayStation Store. I'm just happy about it.
Yeah. It seems like they're changing parties in a way that they're making them. I compared it to Discord servers.
That is the same thing I was thinking when I watched it.
Wow.
Literally.
Right there.
Yeah.
You can share clips. You can share pictures, whatever. And the guy made a point. He said, we're making parties more than just voice chats.
Yep. Yeah, and so on the PS4, if you join a party, you're joining a voice chat. Here's another thing that I kind of noticed too. There was no mention of communities on PS4. Remember? Do you remember communities?
Hardly.
Okay. Well, they're there.
I mean, I remember them, but like,
They're there and underused.
did anyone ever use them?
No, not at all. I had one for like some Destiny buddies that would hop on. You know what I mean? And it would take too long to even load up that community. It was way easier to bust out my phone and text these guys. You know? So now that it's all in party, I think all the features that were in community are now just in party, which is cool. That's probably the way to do it anyways. But as Cheesy is saying in chat right now, I would have to agree. Let's just get Discord on the PlayStation 5. Let's just make it easy. Let's make it happen.
That's fair. But that's more money for Sony to spend on something like Discord.
Totally. I'm not talking about integration as in like Discord is an actual integrated part of the software itself.
Oh.
Like, give me Discord an app that I can use in the control center of the PS5.
Oh, okay.
That'd be cool. You know?
I see that.
That'd be awesome.
One more thing. Let's see. Well, I said that without looking at my notes first.
Dude, can you imagine Discord picking up your PS5 game as you're playing it?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be sick. Why the hell not?
If you're sharing pictures, it'll say spoiler if you share a picture to like a voice or to a party chat. which is pretty cool.
If it's in a spoiler sensitive area, yeah.
If it's in a spoiler sensitive area, if you show something that's spoilery, it will. I have a question, Ben.
Hit me.
They're putting in a lot of things that are dev specific.
Sure.
Things like hints, things like certain activities, which reminds me of one other thing I want to talk about after this. But all of the spoiler-free screenshots, all of these things are things that developers have to put in place.
Yep.
Do you think this is too burdensome on developers? Do you think Sony should be like making developers go and say, "Hey, here's this like 8 extra steps you have to do to put out a game on our platform"?
I think that the first-party studios that Sony has are going to be encouraged, if not forced, to do this. Right?
Wow.
I think they're going to be forced because they want to show off all the tech of the PlayStation 5. But I think that the first-party people have, like, I assume that they can delegate that to someone that works with Sony that can easily, like, put that stuff in, if that makes sense.
Sure.
Whereas third-party people or, like, an Ubisoft or, you know, like that kind of thing, they're going to have a harder time doing that because they don't have that direct connection with Sony. And so imagine them developing for however many different consoles. That's an extra step that they're not going to want to worry about. So that's where I think we see a lot less of it in those kind of AAA games from other publishers.
Sure.
That's my thought, I guess. What was the other thing you were going to bring up?
I think it's cool that they have, like, for games that you follow. So I guess the idea is you can follow certain games. It'll have a little news tab about stories about that game or that developer.
Dude, you can watch a hint of a game when you're playing the game, like a video. Yeah. And you can watch that video while you're playing it.
Do you think that they're going to integrate third parties like IGN to put out their own stuff?
Could you imagine?
Or at least do you think you can put in picture-in-picture video? So like for a trophy guide, like an IGN trophy guide, do you think I could have one of those up while I'm playing?
Why not? Why not?
I don't know. Maybe, well, I'm saying if Sony only wants Sony content, they might be picky about it.
Right. And I think they will be picky about it. But I'm sure if you open a browser tab on the PS5 and do picture-in-picture from there, that might suck.
Which we don't know we can do yet.
We don't know what we can do. But I'm sure they've had a browser.
I don't want to say that yet. But not picture-in-picture. I think they're going to be selective about what they want picture-in-picture.
What do you think they're scared of something? Like something shared?
No, I don't think they're scared of anything. I just think they want to monopolize on their own software.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair. Yeah, I don't really have anything else on the UI itself. Watch the video. It's damn cool. It's very hype.
It's cool and it's short. It's 11 minutes.
Yeah, definitely watch it. I'm super excited. It's I don't know if I'm like blown away, but I was totally happy. I was like, this is exactly what I needed. Like,
I think it's what it needs to be.
It's an
exactly
upgrade.
What it needs to be.
It's an upgrade. It looks very nice. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of thing with some of the PS4 stuff, and that's great. That's great with me.
It's good with me.
But here's the interesting part that I found.
Tell me about it.
Right after this came out, maybe a couple hours later, Xbox responded by posting a screenshot of their UI, which is a 1080 screen grab, even though they are promising 4K UI. Even people that have the Xbox Series X right now say that the UI is in 1080. The UI screenshot looks like a slightly updated Xbox One UI. Not bad, but not mind-blowing. That's my note.
Is the PS5 UI is in 4K?
Correct. Yes.
It is in 4K, so.
And they made that clear from the very get-go of the video.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Yes, they did.
And Xbox tweeted that their UI was in 4K, but nobody who has an Xbox Series X right now, like all those preview people, no one can confirm that. Everybody's saying it's in 1080. But remember, preview models. You know what I mean? It might be one of those final things where they shoot out the 4K version when it comes out. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe.
There's the UI. What else? We got
Next
a lot
up,
of Sony news, baby.
For more PlayStation news, we got PS5 backwards compatibility detailed. This is from Hideki Nishino.
Yeah, sure.
Either way, we'll go for it. This is the president of Sony Online Entertainment, I think. Could be wrong.
Wait. Keep reading. I will verify that.
Yeah, please correct me. The vast majority of both digital and physical PS4 games will be able to be played on PS5, first of all.
Vice President.
Vast majority. What?
Vice President. Sorry.
Thank you.
Yes.
So because digital content is tied to your account, you will see your PS4 library upon login.
Let's go.
So right when you get your PS5 and you log into your account, you're going to be able to access your playable titles in your library that you already have.
Let's go.
And then if you have a physical copy, also totally workable.
Yep, which is exactly what we wanted.
Exactly what we wanted.
Thank you.
There's I do have a list of PS4 only games at the end of this.
Yeah.
So stay tuned.
It's a small
This
list.
is what Hideki writes. Select PS4 titles will see increased loading speeds on the PS5 console and will also leverage Game Boost, offering improved or more stable frame rates. Some titles with unlocked frame rates or dynamic resolution up to 4K may see higher fidelity. Additionally, PS4 games will also take advantage of some of PS5's new UX features. Got it.
UX.
But more to come on that later. Cool. So basically what we have here is you have the ability to, for dev-specific games, if the developer decides that they want their game, i.e. Waiting on You, Bloodborne, to have higher frame rates and higher fidelity, then that is absolutely possible.
Yep.
Something that I've seen on the Xbox Series X recently that I thought is super cool is people playing like old original Xbox games in 4K.
Like up-resed.
Yeah, it's up-resed, absolutely. But it still looks damn cool.
Right. It's freaking awesome.
It is.
We live in a world, James. We live in a world.
We live in a world. That is for damn sure.
Uh-huh.
PSVR games are also backward compatible, but here's the catch. You cannot use a PS5 camera. You have to buy the adapter for a PS4 camera and use that.
Which is big dumb.
But no, it's not, Vin, because this is speculation for the PSVR 2, meaning they're going to change the technology in it, and it's just going to be more responsive. It's going to be a lot better.
Got it.
Can't wait.
So if you're still if you're still avidly playing your PSVR right now, it might be a bummer. But those of you waiting for PSVR 2, you're set, baby. That's what.
Well, if you're playing your PSVR right now, there's a high chance you still have your PS4 camera.
Yeah.
And I think the adapter's only like $20.
Okay. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Not bad at all. There's also remote play from the PS4 to PS5 if you want to save storage space. So streaming it would obviously mean you don't have to download it to your PS5. But another catch, your games will not get Game Boost if you're streaming.
Yeah, I don't. That's fine.
Oh, okay. I care about Game Boost. I want the boost.
You're streaming it from your PS4. Obviously, your PS4 is not going to be able to run Game Boost.
No, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it doesn't make sense. I'm just saying
that baby. If I have a PS5, I'm playing my PS4 games on my PS5. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
There ain't no need to stream. I can't think of a single reason.
Absolutely. You can also transfer saves and content through external USB storage, over LAN, Wi-Fi, and for PS Plus members, you can sync cloud saves.
Yes, sir, baby. I'll be taking as many advantages as I possibly can of cloud saves. I'll be using all my space from PS4 to PS5.
Me too.
It'll be great.
Next, we have a list of all the Ps4 only games, the ones that did not make the cut to PS5.
Yep.
DWVR. Have no idea what that is.
All of these Samurai, I don't know.
I know one.
Yeah.
Or sorry, two. Afro Samurai 2, Revenge of Kuma, Volume 1. TT Isle of Man, Right on the Edge 2. That's one game title. Just Deal With It. Shadow Complex Remastered, Robinson the Journey. I think that's a PSVR title. We Sing, Hitman
shit.
Go.
Wait, that's actually interesting. You're right.
Robinson
Now that you say that. Yeah, right. Now that you say that.
I don't know how well it was received, but
right.
It looked cool when it was like about to come out. I don't know.
Yeah.
We Sing, Hitman Go Definitive Edition, Shadwen.
Yeah.
And
Shadwen?
Joe's Diner.
Have you ever played Joe's Diner? I've actually heard of that one. Now that I see.
Really?
Yeah, Joe's Diner is like a platform game.
Oh.
I only know that because I looked it up after I saw this.
Gotcha.
There's no reason it should be on PS5. It's fine. It's fine. Just bury it now. But James, that's not the only cool thing we got this week.
What's the other cool thing we got, Vin?
Night City Wire episode 4. If I couldn't,
so cool.
I just could not be more hyped for an effing game, dude.
It's just so cool every
Cyberpunk
time.
2077 is mind-blowingly cool, and nobody can tell me otherwise. People are like, "Oh, it's just not gonna live up to the hype. It's gonna be lame. Like you're gonna get your expectations let down." No, it's gonna be amazing, and I want to love it so bad. It's gonna be great. James, it started off with a vehicle showcase called Rides of the Dark Future.
Cool.
Okay?
So fucking cool.
Rides of the Dark Future, narrated by Keanu Reeves. Okay? So many cool cars and motorcycles, okay?
That's how it's written in the docket.
Yes,
It's in all caps.
all caps, just like I said it. We got economy cars, executive cars, heavy duty cars, sport cars,
Whoa!
and hyper cars.
Cars, and more cars!
We got a lot of cars. Economy cars are just like the low budge, you know. We're definitely going to be starting with the economy cars.
Beaters.
Yeah, the executive cars are like the Rolls Royces. You know what I'm talking about?
Like Maybach, like
Yeah.
the like more limo style, like
Your high roller.
you probably have someone else like driving this car for you.
Exactly. Heavy duty cars are your semi trucks, garbage trucks, all your big boys just plowing through everything. Nothing can stop these
big
guys.
tanky dudes.
Yep. Your sports cars are your muscle cars, basically. That's kind of what I saw it.
Like the street cars.
Yeah, like the dope ones, like the ones we're gonna want to be driving all the time.
So can I read Blaze's chat
Absolutely,
comment right now?
please do.
It goes, this is how I imagine it. It's my world! The car world!
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. And the last one we have hypercars, which are like armored luxury sports speeders.
It's like if you took a Bugatti and put like armor on it.
It's awesome. It's freaking
really
awesome.
cool.
It is so sick.
So when they were going over this, like, they were talking about these different cars, and they were talking about hypercars and executive cars specifically.
Yeah.
And they're saying all of them are going to be different interiors, different exteriors, different paint, all these little
Different
like
sounds.
different sounds. Some of them are going to talk to you, some aren't going to talk to you.
Yep.
I'm thinking like Jarvis scale, like, hello, sir, welcome to.
I bet there's an upgrade for that. You know what I mean?
100%. Are you kidding me?
There's gotta be.
They literally gave Johnny Silverhand a real ass Porsche, a Porsche 911 930. I think that's what it is.
Something like that. But it's a 1977 Porsche 911,
Yeah.
which makes it exactly 100 years old for the game.
So cool.
And just imagine Keanu Reeves, man. Just
100 years old.
No. Imagine Keanu jumping into the front seat of his Porsche 911, okay? Just chilling, driving in Night City.
Vibe.
An absolute vibe. You might as well just play the Cranberry song. You know what I'm talking about? Like the, like, you know the Ocean Spray? Classic.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
You know what I'm talking about. The best meme of all time right now. It's the best. So yeah, each car handles and feels differently. There is racing confirmed. Can't wait.
I feel like this was kind of like a given because I feel like if you're that street kid, you're gonna street race.
Do you know what's gonna be sick though? Is like when they actually do multiplayer later on, racing people with your pimped out cars. That'd be sick. Like a car you've built up throughout the game. Ooh. Yeah.
Quick note.
Yes.
They said that summoning your car is gonna be very similar to summoning like a horse in Red Dead 2.
So you just call it and it's parked next to you?
I think so.
Got it.
But didn't Red Dead do the thing where if you had to be within a certain vicinity of your horse to do it?
No, you just whistle and it comes in off screen. Like it just starts
I know, but like
behind
if you were like, oh no, sorry, I'm thinking of Breath of the Wild.
Oh yeah, you have to be next to your horse in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, at least somewhat close. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the guy said, yo, so it might like end up on top of a building. We're still working out the bugs.
That's hilarious.
I just thought that was funny.
Oh,
Yeah.
and then it was the picture of the horse on top of the.
Yep.
Yeah, I did see that. That's super funny. Yeah.
The way that they recorded the sound for these cars is so sick. They took a bunch of supercars,
Yep.
hypercars, muscle cars, everything, and like they detailed their entire sound design, and all this stuff, and it like they took minute detail.
Right. They said they put like
um
6 mics on each car and then did a lot of different things with the cars to get every single piece mixed together.
Right. Even like the sound of like a window rolling up.
Right.
Like I remember they had like a Porsche
That's so sick.
and its door was open and they had a mic up to like the frame
Uh-huh.
and they had it roll up and there was like the little.
Yep. It's so
was
cool.
so nice.
They also showed animations for some of the cars, like how the doors open and close, and like for different models of cars. And
Yeah, that was also sick.
Awesome. You could tell like some of them were still in concept, but just it was like so sick. I cannot wait for this game. Like all the third person driving that they showed, all the third person like stuff mixed with the first person is going to be super great. I can't wait. So let's see. Okay, next up, Keanu plugged his motorcycle company in the game. So like people from CD Projekt Red are a fan of Keanu Reeves' motorcycle custom like garage, basically. What is it called again? I forget.
Arch?
It starts with an A. It might be Arch. Yeah, anyways, his actual brand of motorcycle is in the game, as well as they captured motorcycle sounds from a line of his bikes, which is super dope. So you see Keanu Reeves just whipping around on an airfield, just like, and they're recording all this stuff.
They're just vibing.
You could tell they had so much fun.
So much fun.
Can you imagine?
Keanu's talking about it, and he's like,
oh my God.
yeah, they're talking to me about this game, and then they told me that they wanted customizable bikes to be in this game, and I thought it was a fantastic idea.
Yeah. It's like, great.
That's how Keanu talks.
Awesome. Clothing. You're up.
Oh, boy.
This
was my favorite part of the entire thing.
It was too short. I wanted
it
more.
was way too short. And so there's 4 different styles. There's kitsch, which is like young hip crowd. It's neon, it's trendy, it's got
80s.
like it's so 80s. It's like a
80s.
lot of chrome, shiny stuff. I'm still all about it.
Yeah.
You have Etro Prism, which is kind of like just utilitarian. Who cares about how it looks as long as it gets the job done? This is going to be a lot more common in the Badlands.
This is your shredded jeans, wife beater, beer stained shirts. This is your trucker hats and your neck beards. That's kind of the look here. 100%. Next up we have neo-militarism. Okay, and this is like the corporate. This is like what the corporate people wear. This is very like wealthy, substance over style, drab almost. Like it's sick. This is definitely what I'm going to be wearing, James, with a samurai sword. Okay, I want to be at the top of the corporate ladder with a samurai sword.
You're going to be playing Yakuza in Cyberpunk 2077.
Which I need to play. Yakuza 0 is on my list. I'm going to stream it.
It's really cheap on Steam right now.
It's on Game Pass, baby. Okay, that was a sidebar.
Game Pass won't take my money. That's fine.
F.
Let us sidebar. Don't worry about it. Next up is neo-militarism, which is like wealthy, substance over style. This is the one that you just literally talked about.
Yeah.
Neo-kitsch.
Yes,
this is like celebrities. It's fluff. It's showy. It's very like... There's just a whole lot of animal fur going on, really. This is like pimp clothes.
Right.
I didn't really like it. Like some of the stuff I liked, but a lot of it is just big fur coats, and it's kind of not my vibe.
It's not my vibe either. It's stripper wear. That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like not within the context of the game, though.
No, not within the context of the game. Because within the context of the game, it's the kitsch, it's the stripper wear, the 80s stuff. That's what they showed.
Yeah, the kitsch is like the stripper wear.
Yeah.
Neo kitsch is like I don't know, like pop star, celebrity sort of thing.
It's the person on
TV. It's like
TV.
Kanye West.
Yeah, there you go.
It's the Kanye West.
Yeah, you're right. 100%.
Kanye West. Finn.
Yep.
You said you're going neo-militarism. You want the suit. You want to be looking clean while you're dicing and slicing.
I mean, not until I'm at the top.
Okay, so we're gonna wear it until you're at the top.
What am I gonna wear till I'm at the top? Kitsch, dude.
All right.
100%. It's gonna be sick.
My plan for the entire game, just be the coolest motherfucker in Night City.
I don't blame you. That's gotta be my plan too. You know?
Yeah. That's all I want to do.
100%. Say less.
Yeah. We both skipped the cosplay thing that they did.
I didn't have time. I was rushing. I really had to watch this.
I wasn't. I just didn't have interest for it.
Fair enough.
All right.
Cyberpunk is still coming to Google Stadia.
God bless him for it.
Believe it or not.
God bless him.
I said, who cares at this point?
Yeah.
Chat, James, we know anybody that is playing on Stadia? Do we know of anybody who knows a person playing on Stadia? Can I get the three layers of you know what I'm talking about? Like, do you know somebody that knows somebody?
3 degrees of
3 degrees of separation.
Stadia.
3 degrees of Stadia. No. Maybe 4. That's about it.
Maybe 4.
All right, James, what's your overall take?
Every time I think I'm not hyped for this game, I see one of these and my hype level just explodes.
Yep. I cannot wait for this game. People ask me, are you going to get Call of Duty day one? No. Do you know why? Cyberpunk comes out the same week.
See,
are you going to get Assassin's Creed day one? No. Cyberpunk's coming out that week.
Yep.
Say,
I clear my schedule for Cyberpunk.
Are you kidding me? I'm already planning in advance. I'm going to ask for the weekend off work. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. Maybe I will. Who knows? But I'm so freaking excited for Cyberpunk 2077.
I don't blame you.
That same week, James, another game comes out, which I will be getting day one. But they're different enough.
Oh, baby.
They're different enough.
Tell
Spider-Man Miles Morales, baby.
Hell yeah.
Game Informer is doing their month-long coverage of Spider-Man Miles Morales. And right now we got like a little 1 minute thing, okay? And it showed Miles Morales swinging around the city, all right? But we also got a little tease at Spider-Cat, okay?
Oh, baby.
Spider-Cat.
Spider-Cat.
Or, as this article called it, Bodega Cat, which I've been seeing quite a bit also.
Why is that? Do you know why it's called Bodega Cat?
Because a bodega is like the cafe that the cat came from. Like,
oh, okay.
Like that was the place. So it's like a deli
that's
cat.
like an actual thing.
Yeah. It's just a cat that lives in the cafe.
Oh, they live in like convenience stores and delis.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, and okay, so I pulled it up. They're typically a mixed breed cat kept as a form of biological pest control to manage or prevent rodent infestations.
There you go.
Wow.
It's a friend of the people.
It's a friend of the people. Just like Spider-Man.
So here we go. The cat, also named Spider-Man,
yep,
is found in a backpack hanging in a warehouse. Miles ends up returning the cat to a bodega owner, but after this, the cat dons the mask and can be used as a weapon in a fight. While knocking bad guys around, the cat can leap out of Miles' backpack and unleash a harsh swipe.
Well, I don't think when you say it can be used as a weapon, that almost makes it sound like you're abusing the animal and flaying it around.
That's a great point. It's used as a finisher with consent.
Yes. So what happens is when you're doing a finisher, the cat like leaps out and like hits the enemy as you are.
It's more for the goofs than.
It's more for the goofs
than anything.
End of article.
Yes. End of article. I already said Game Informer's doing their cover story on this. We can expect a lot of new details and a lot of new gameplay, I'm sure, all that kind of stuff. We saw a little bit of swinging gameplay and some stronghold gameplay, as well as some of the UI in the actual game. And the UI is very similar to Spider-Man Ps4. It's just slightly different. And it's fine, because they came out so close together. But the swinging, James, god damn it, the swinging.
Looks, so cool.
Miles Morales jumps off a building, and Peter Parker, like, he does his thing. Like, he's twisting and turning, like, he's doing his thing. He knows what he's doing. Miles Morales, like, falls off the building and then, like, barely makes it to shoot his next web up. And it looks so cool. I was like my heart was like, oh, is he gonna get it? Whoa.
I saw a comment that said, I think it'd be funny if Miles just missed, like, some of his webs, like, every now and again and just falls.
That'd be hilarious. I'd be all in for that. I'm just so excited to play this game, dude. It's like a heartwarming game. You know what I mean?
It is.
It's gonna be.
It's so heartwarming. It's precious.
I can't wait. I can't flipping wait. And they showed a couple new suits too that looked really cool.
Yeah. All right, Vin, what do we got next?
Next up, Amazon Game Studios cancels Crucible. If you did not know.
Did it surprise anyone?
It did not surprise anybody. Earlier this year, this is from Kit Guru. Earlier this year, Amazon Game Studios took a big step by releasing Crucible, the publisher's first PC shooter. It didn't take long for the developers to backtrack and put the game back into beta. Now, after a few months of extra feedback, the game is being scrapped entirely.
They said, yeah, this
100%.
game sucks. There's no saving it.
They put the game out. Maybe 5 people played it, and then the 5 people
Maybe.
were like, this is bad, and then nobody played it, and so they're like, all right, we'll give it the re-up. We'll give it the time it deserves. They said F that after an easy 2 months.
They said don't even.
Do you remember when we talked about this? They were like
yeah.
refunding people the price of the game. They were doing everything about it. That was maybe 2 months ago. Here we are. In a blog post published last night, the Crucible team announced that the game is being canceled. Development is immediately being discontinued, and refunds will be offered to those who bought the game. In July, we moved Crucible into closed beta, the announcement reads. We made a list of features we felt would enhance the player experience, which we shared publicly on our roadmap. And with the exception of custom games, which we expect to ship in the coming days, we completed all of them. With those features shipped, our next step was to evaluate the feedback we heard from you, paired with the data we've collected to determine our path forward. That evaluation led us to a difficult decision. We will be discontinuing development on Crucible. We very much appreciate the way that our fans have rallied around our efforts. We've loved seeing your responses to the changes we've made over the last few months, but ultimately, we didn't see a healthy, sustainable future ahead of Crucible. Huge F for Crucible.
Yeah.
Huge F.
Unlike Anthem, which is still going to come back, baby.
I'm excited for Anthem. Anthem 2.0, they've committed. It's been like a year, right, that they've been working on it now at this point. Maybe more.
Yeah. Well, it's been like 6 months.
Yeah. Moving forward, the Crucible developers will be focusing on New World, Amazon's ambitious MMO, as well as
They're putting a lot of work into that game.
Yeah, but Amazon has no credibility now.
Absolutely not.
Like, zero credibility.
They have even less credibility than they did previously.
Dude, can you imagine? Even if this
They're
game
like
looks,
-2.
Even if this game looks amazing, James, the trailers come out, the gameplay comes out, you're
New
like,
World?
wow. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
It might look so good, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm still not going to buy it right away, even if it looks
Absolutely
like a perfect game. They might just ditch the game, like they've done with Crucible, like they've done with their other 2 IPs. So it's terrible. So servers for Crucible will shut down the 9th of November. Not that anybody needed to know that date, because nobody's playing it anyway.
Yeah.
Sucks. It's very sad.
Hate to hear it, hate to see it.
At the beginning of when did it come out? Beginning of 2020, Crucible?
Yeah.
And then they canceled
like
it.
February, maybe.
They canceled it a couple months later. Yeah. Literally. Yeah. Yucky.
Mass Effect Legendary Edition has been rated in Korea with a possible remake of the first game. Rumors of a remastered Mass Effect trilogy have been circulating for a while now, and whilst the initial rumor sprouted with a reference to an HD remake of an EA game, which most likely turned out to be the Need for Speed Hot Pursuit remaster, which does have a release date.
Which is gonna be pretty freaking awesome.
The Game Rating and Administration Committee of Korea recently rated a Mass Effect Legendary Edition.
Yep.
No specific details were given about the Legendary Edition, so it may be a Mass Effect trilogy remaster like previous rumors, or it may even just be an entire remake of the first original game. They could even be 2 separate things entirely. What is interesting, though, is it was apparently initially planned to release in 2020, but got delayed to 2021. There are some rumors that they have pointed towards an entire remake of the first title that upgrades the entire mechanics and systems of the game to be more in line with the sequels. The first Mass Effect is a notably old game with some outdated mechanics while comparing it to the sequels, and is in desperate need of a full remake rather than a simple remaster.
That's right.
Vin, you say you have never played a Mass Effect game, but you would love to play a remastered/remade version of the game.
Yes.
Even better if it's a full trilogy remake. Vin, I can tell you right now, the only Mass Effect game I've ever played is 2.
Uh-huh.
And it's one of my favorite sci-fi RPGs ever.
And you haven't played the first one?
No. You don't need to.
Okay.
But your save, if you were to go back and play it now, your save would transfer over to Mass Effect 2. And it would change the outcome of events in the game.
I want to play Mass Effect very badly. People talk pretty highly of it, except for Andromeda.
The characters are incredible.
Yeah.
That's the highlight of the game, is the character relationships.
Which is cool, and I love that. That goes beyond other things in the game, like gameplay and stuff, you know what I mean?
Gameplay wasn't bad by any means.
Sure, absolutely. But I would be pretty happy. I'd be pretty stoked if this is a trilogy because I do want to get to these games. You know.
Yeah.
Eventually. And you've only played 2.
I've only played 2. I know the ending in Mass Effect 3 was incredibly controversial. I know Andromeda didn't do well at all.
Yeah. Well.
And I know
Andromeda.
the first one is normally regarded as pretty good. There's some parts of it that really lag. Like there's one section where you're like, maybe it's one mechanic rather than one section, but you're like in this planetary like rover type deal.
Okay.
Like a big truck or tank or whatever, and it's just totally life sucking.
F. Forget about it then. But you know what we can't forget about?
Community
We
questions?
got community questions, baby. We do.
Yeah.
We do.
I don't know if you were going there or random fun stuff.
No, we were going right to community questions. Let's get it.
Okay.
We got 2 questions today from our lovely community in which you can join the Discord and ask us questions that we will answer on next week's podcast. The Discord is linked below on YouTube or on Twitch. This first one comes from our boy Clokey.
The boy.
All right. Clokey says, will more and more devs follow the cyberpunk method of allowing users to get the game for free on next gen if they already own it on current gen?
Yes.
I think the simple answer is yes. And maybe if you asked that question a month ago, I wouldn't have an answer for you. But like with all the news coming out, like whether it be smart delivery on Xbox or just PS5's backwards compatibility thing, like most of the games you won't have to pay to upgrade.
Well, I don't think PS4 and PS5's backwards compatibility thing really solves the issue.
Right. He's talking about more the upgrade.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
And we don't know. It's a game by game basis. It's not.
Yeah.
I think if a publisher is smart and they're releasing their game during the console launch, they're gonna make it free. You know what I mean? Except for stingy ass Sony, who you have to pay $20 to get more.
Yeah.
Big F in chat
or
right
unless
there.
you're 2K.
Unless you're 2K with the $20 upgrade, which is ridiculous. It's an $80 game, $79.99 on PS5 if you want 2K. Super dumb. Yeah. That's it. I don't really have a big long answer for this, but this next one I kind of do.
Yeah. From Salt Merch.
That's right.
Do you think that Monster Hunter movie will change the game when it comes to video games becoming movies? Warcraft and Assassin's Creed, Need for Speed are low-key horrible compared to the games.
Right off the bat, I gotta just say something real quick.
Okay.
Need for Speed is not a bad movie.
I haven't heard that it's a bad movie.
I will die on that hill. Need for Speed is not a good movie. It's not a good movie, but it's not a bad movie. It's a great time. It's like Fast and Furious, not a good movie. Oh, the first one's good. It's like Fast and Furious 6. Not a good movie, but a great time. A great time. Okay?
I don't think so. I don't think it looks good.
So here's my problem, dude. Here's my problem. I don't know if you're in here right now or you're going to watch this later, but here's what I'm thinking. I watched the trailer from your recommendation, right? So I pop open the trailer. I'm watching it. And right off the bat, I'm just noted with something terrible. Monster Hunter World is this big fantasy game with fantasy beasts and a big atmosphere, tons of lore that you can get out of there and that kind of stuff. Yet you choose to do a military drama. What? You're gonna follow a team of military people that somehow
they are
transport.
Follow a group of. It's Transformers, but tribal.
Yeah, James. When have you ever had like good characters in a military movie about something that's not about the military?
Oh, Annihilation.
But no, they were trained for that task. You know what I mean? Those were people that were like doing what they were doing. It's bad. It's gonna be bad.
It's not gonna be good.
It's not gonna be good. It's and I didn't see Warcraft or Assassin's Creed because I know they would let me down.
Yeah.
I do have a little sliver of hope for Uncharted, but I know right when a trailer or screenshot comes out, it's gonna be shot down. It's already gone through like 7 directors. Nobody wants it to happen. Please cancel the Uncharted movie. Please do us all a favor and just put old Yeller out back and just take her out. Just take her out. So Salt, I know you're optimistic about this movie, and God bless you for it. I'm glad you have some excitement in your life for this movie. I'm not as excited as you are, bud. I'm sorry to say.
At worst case scenario, it's gonna be a white savior movie.
What do you mean?
Because the main character is just a white woman,
Right.
and like they're going into this world of these like native people, and here's how I
Oh.
imagine the story
Oh
going.
God, you're
It's
right.
we need your help
Yeah.
for taking like care of these beasts. We need modern technology, whatever.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh well, we can do that. Or they just become accustomed to like the monster hunter's way,
Yeah.
and then it's because of their help that they're able to defeat the beasts.
Right. I see exactly where you're coming from. Actually,
Which-
James, you should probably write that down, or someone should clip this, and so we can just listen to that. Listen to this when the movie comes out, and you're probably gonna be spot on. What are some good?
I hope I'm not.
What are some good video game movies? I don't think I can count any.
I can't name one.
Like, I don't know. I'm really trying to rack my brain right now. I know the Mortal Kombat movie has a cult following.
Ratchet and Clank was not good.
She's saying Ratchet and Clank. I haven't seen it, so I can't comment on it. But that just followed the game, right? The first game, or not
Kind
the
of,
first
but
one,
they
the first one.
changed things. It didn't do well.
I want to see it. I mean, I can't say anything. Okay, Cheesy says it's incredible. James says it's terrible. That's a big difference. Detective Pikachu.
Detective Pikachu, that was a good time.
Didn't see it.
I had fun with Pikachu. Is it a great movie? I don't know, but I had a good time.
Okay, I do want to watch that. But other than that, I can't think of any. Need for Speed is like a solid 6 out of 10. A great time, not a good movie, but I do enjoy it. That's about it. Tomb Raider movies.
Oh, I never watched it.
Oh, actually, the Tomb Raider with Alicia Vikander.
Yeah.
Another solid 6 out of 10. Not a good movie, but not terrible. Like it was enjoyable.
I forget that movie came out, to be honest.
They're still doing a sequel.
Wow.
They're still doing a sequel. Next up, you guys, I can't wait to get graphics for this, for random fun stuff, and for community questions.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah, I gotta make those. Salt is in chat now. We just answered your question. I'm so sorry.
Oh, so.
Here we go. Random fun stuff. Bruh. This is the first one. Bruh.
Oh no.
Did Burger King just reveal the startup sound of the PS5? For some reason, PS5/Burger King collab? And then I said, Sony, pick a better fast food. That's all I got.
It's a giveaway trailer. It's not even a reveal.
I know. It's just the Burger King guy, the King. What is his name? Does he have a name?
The Burger King.
The Burger King. The Burger King opens the BK bag and then it goes woo, like the startup noise, and then he closes it and he goes like oh woo, and I'm like, oh my god, it's a startup sound. And then the next day they announced it with the UI thing. You know what I mean? The Burger King. That's it. Honestly, that random fun stuff did not age well. Like 24 hours later, it did not age well.
No. There's a new map in Rogue Company. The arena. Oh, did you want to say something?
No, you can get this one. Do
Burger King.
No, I have nothing else to say about Burger King. Besides, it's the worst fast food, probably. Probably F tier. Yeah, that's it.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
There's a new map in Rogue Company called The Arena. It's completely designed by Dr. Disrespect. The dock is now an in-game skin as well. Good to know. Infidelity and filming people. Pissing isn't grounds for disassociation from high res.
Yep, that's right. I'm telling you, this map is a Dr. Disrespect shrine. Dude, there's a golden statue of Dr. Disrespect.
He had way too much fun.
Dude, for these little kids praising Dr. Disrespect, like, I just want to be just like him when I grow up, mommy.
Oh,
cheating on my wife and filming
my
people in the
God.
bathroom. That's all I have to say about that. But it's a pretty good map. I played it. It's pretty cool. And I can't lie. Dr. Disrespect's in-game skin is kind of it's kind of cool. I mean, they did something.
This is just Dr. Disrespect.
Dude, it's so out of place. It's really like you gotta play it.
Is it jarring?
Dude, you walk in, every corner you look is Dr. Disrespect. And I'm not talking about characters playing him. I'm talking about the map itself. There's floating hologram heads of him around the map.
That's so fucking weird.
It is super, super weird. It is funky. But we should play Rogue Company. I did play that this week too. I forgot to say.
Oh, I installed it.
It's a good time. It's fun. James, do this next one. I don't even know about this one.
Digimon Survived is delayed till 2021. I'm real upset about it because I love Digimon.
Damn.
but I'm not surprised.
F.
This game has been like teased. There's been trailers and stuff for like 2 years about it now. It's been going on for a while. There's
Really?
like this level of hype for Digimon Survive that is super niche but super prevalent.
That's weird. I wonder why.
Because people fucking love Digimon.
Cool. I guess I just gotta get with the hype. Check it out.
Have you never seen Digimon?
I've never played Digimon. I've seen it.
Oh, okay.
Never played it though.
The games are just like okay.
Huh.
But this one looked cool. This one looked like dark and gritty.
Cool. Interesting. I'll check it out. There's one more RFS I'm gonna add, which is a big F. I'm gonna add this one off the cuff because I just read this before we went live. Destiny 2 will not have 60 FPS when it launches on console. That will be an update that comes December 8th. So 60 FPS and an FOV slider for console will be out a month late on console, which sucks. You should be able to have that with the next expansion right off the bat. But it will play 4K and 60. It will play 4K at 30 right away, but it won't play 4K 60 until December 8th. So, yeah. That's that. That's that. Ladies and gentlemen, what are we calling this show now? I'm just kidding. Checkpoint.
That is Checkpoint.
That was episode...
Wait. Should we say something like, you just passed the checkpoint?
It's too cheesy. You know what I mean?
No, I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Checkpoint's already kind of cheesy.
Yeah.
So, like, if you guys have great ideas for taglines or something for Checkpoint, let us know in the Discord or in the comments. You know, just let's have a great time.
Instead of listen up, skank.
Yeah, listen up, skank. That's not gonna fly. It's a good intro for the first time.
No, it's not gonna fly. Yeah.
We'll clip that out and post that. That's good. That's great.
Okay.
That's great. Guys, thank you so much for hanging with us. We will see you hopefully tomorrow. If you're watching this on YouTube, possibly tonight for the talk show. Okay, we will get the time absolutely as soon as possible for you guys. I don't have the time right now, but it will be in the Discord. It will be on all of our social media, all that good stuff. Just thanks for shooting it with us tonight, guys. I appreciate it. I really appreciate you guys being here. Chat was popping off, which is so crazy. It's so crazy.
We have like 14 viewers right now.
Do we really?
We have 14. We
was
peaked at like 15, 16.
I was not looking. I'm gonna roll this outro and then I will talk to chat. Okay? We're gonna have a great time.
We're gonna have a good ass time.
You guys, thank you so much for being here. We'll be back for the post show. See you next time.